Nanny's kitchen. Today, if you haven't noticed, we're in a different kitchen. We're in the original, authentic Nanny's kitchen. So we're going to be making something really special today, and it's one of my favorite dishes growing up to eat with my mum. So what are we making?
Alexander Hawawshi. That's a difference than Cairo Hawawshi.
We're actually going to be making a dough and then filling it up with our delicious savoury meat filling. So we're going to go through the ingredients today, and then if you want the exact amounts, just go to the description box below. Okay, so we have two sections, so it's two parts to the recipe. We've got the dough and then we've got the filling. So we'll start off with the dough. Okay, so what do we have?
Flour, dry yeast, sugar, salt,
yeah,
and butter.
Salted or unsalted?
Salted butter.
Yep.
Oil.
What kind of oil are you using?
Corn oil.
Okay.
And sesame seed and poppy seed.
Yeah, so these are just for the decoration?
For decoration, yes.
Okay. Okay, so for the filling, what do we have?
Mince lamb with a 20% fat.
Why is it 20% fat?
To be soft and be too dry.
Okay, so it doesn't get too dry. Okay.
Yep.
And then?
Onion, green capsicum and red.
So we've just crushed them in the blender so they are nice and easy to use, and we've just squeezed out some of the water from it. And we've crushed the onion in the blender as well.
Yeah.
And the spices that we're using?
Mix spicy, paprika, powder onion, cardamom, chilli if you want.
Yep.
Black pepper, salt.
Okay, awesome, great. Okay guys, so these are all the ingredients that we need. So we're going to get started now, so keep watching. Thank you.
So we are going to start off by making the dough for the Hawawshi. We need to start by adding the flour, dry yeast, sugar and salt to a bowl. We then mix them together. Next, we just want to add the warm water to the bowl in 3 parts, mixing well between each addition as seen in the video. After adding the last bit of water, we want to mix until a nice dough has formed. It should be slightly sticky but not too wet and a little stretchy. Once the dough is ready, we can now melt our butter. Place the butter in a saucepan over low heat and allow to melt slowly. When it's almost completely melted, turn off the heat and allow the rest of the butter to melt. This just allows the butter to cool slightly before you add it to the dough. We can now add the butter to the dough. We want to mix the butter and the dough together until the butter is completely incorporated into the dough. When the butter has completely mixed into the dough, we want to cover the bowl with cling wrap and allow the dough to rest for about 30 minutes while we prepare the filling. To make the filling, we add the minced lamb to a bowl, and to that we add the crushed onion, green capsicum and red capsicum. We follow that with adding the spices and the salt and the pepper. We then want to mix this all together until it's well incorporated, similar to a meat patty. Before we start to shape our Hawawshi, we want to preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. And once the dough has rested for 30 minutes, we can now use it and divide it into small dough balls. First we have to oil our hands so they don't stick to the dough. Then pick up the dough and take a small amount from it and just start using our hands to form round balls as seen in the video. We want to try to make all the balls the same size. Once we have formed all the balls, we just re-roll each ball against the kitchen bench. We use our hands to move around the surface in a circular motion. This just helps smooth out the surface of the dough balls. We then just add some oil to the surface of each ball to keep it from drying out while we make the individual Hawawshis. We now take one dough and start flattening it down with our fingers. Just try not to make it too thin, because if you thin it out too much, it will tear. Once it's the size you are happy with, you can now add the filling. Take some of the meat filling and form a large flat circle patty and add that to the dough. Make sure to keep space around the edge of the dough so that we're able to seal it with the top layer of dough. Take another ball and flatten it out until it's the same size as your first. Pick it up and place it on top of the meat filling, and you want to make sure that you press the edges down together firmly so that it is sealed. Here we use our fingers to close up the edge of the dough. You can make whatever shaped hawawshi you like. We have made some circle hawawshi and some oval shaped ones. We continue to make the rest of the hawawshi. Once we have finished, we then take a fork and poke holes in the top of the dough to allow the air to escape from the top while it cooks, and this stops it from rising. We then just reapply some oil to the top of the hawawshi and sprinkle with sesame seeds and black seeds on the top. And then put into our oven that we've preheated to 200 degrees Celsius, and we cook for approximately 20 to 30 minutes or until the hawawshi is a nice golden brown color. You want the hawawshi to be a golden brown color from the top and the bottom. This is very important. This just prevents it from getting soggy once it cools, so make sure that the bottom of the hawawshi is also a nice golden brown color. The hawawshi is now ready to eat. Enjoy, guys!
Okay guys, welcome back. So we finished cooking the hawawshi and this is how it looks like. Guys, so today we have a taste tester, my sister Aisha. She's the food critic of this house. She knows how everything should taste like according to her. You want to come in and try our hawawshi? Tell us what you think.
Hi everyone. I'm so hungry, so it's really good.
Let's see what you think. Have a bite. It's still hot, yeah?
Mmm.
Is it good?
Really nice. Really, really good. Can I taste it? No.
Let's find. There's like, I think it makes about 6, Mum. Did it make 6 hawawshis?
Yeah, 6.
So it makes 6. So the recipe we gave you makes 6 hawawshis. So we're really hoping that you try it and tell us what you think. Leave us any suggestions in the comment section below. Tell us what you want to see from us next. And if you like the recipe, please let us know like how it went for you. And yeah, like and subscribe please so we can keep giving you awesome recipes. Thanks guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.